Good morning and happy Sunday. I am so excited to be doing another coffee chat. Today I have my little Colorado mug and I am drinking a vanilla oat milk coffee. Honestly, I've been keeping my coffees pretty simple. I've been doing just oat milk and some vanilla or like caramel, and then it just makes them really good. I'm trying not to spend money on like buying coffee out just because I feel like half the time I don't finish my coffee. So it's kind of a waste of money to buy coffee out. And then something I'm doing so that I actually drink my coffees is I start off with a hot coffee. And then once it gets cold, I pour it over ice, and then it's really good. So it's been helping me drink all my coffees. But happy Sunday. I see we have two people on the live. How is everyone doing? I also have some lemon water today, trying to stay hydrated. We did end up going to the beach yesterday. So I feel like every time I go to the beach, whenever I come back, I'm so exhausted from the sun. So I try to drink a ton of water before I go to the beach and then after I come back from the beach. So yeah, I'm really excited to do another live. I feel like last week I had my in-laws in the live, which was so fun. And then this week it's just me. But then next week I actually have my mom, my sister, my mom's boyfriend and his daughters visiting. So I'm really excited to see them and just have some more family time. We haven't been here very long, but we've already had some guests come visit us, which has been awesome. Hi, Nana. How are you? Oh, I miss my Nana so much. I definitely need to go visit my Nana soon. And speaking of grandparents, my papa's birthday is in a few days. What is it? It's the 23rd today, so the 25th is his birthday. So lots of birthdays this month. Yesterday was actually my Uncle David's birthday, and he had a little birthday bash live. So it was cool to be able to like join the live and kind of experience his birthday with him from afar. Hi, Corinne. How are you? Also, my little sister Corinne should be visiting soon as well. I think in August sometime. I can't remember. It's on my calendar. But I have two little sisters. If you guys didn't know, I'm the oldest. So my sister is 21 and then my other sister is 17. So I have two little sisters. So whenever I say my youngest sister, I'm talking about Natalie, and then my middle sister is SKW Lifts Corinne. I am feeling so good today because today was officially day 15 of my run challenge. I've been doing a 30-day run challenge where I go for a run every single day for 30 days, which it's been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely been pushing myself to just be consistent and show up every day and do that one thing for myself. When I go for a run, it's usually anywhere between like 9 minutes to 10 minutes. So it's nothing crazy. So it's like I can take 10 minutes out of my day and show up for myself. So we made it halfway. We're on day 15, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I was doing like little TikTok videos of it just like every day. I didn't post all of them. It's more so for me. I was like videoing them and then like reflecting back on them just to push myself because I've tried to do these challenges in the past and I wasn't consistent or I gave up like midway or even like after day two. But I really want to finish this challenge and I'm so committed to getting to day 30. I feel so good that I've been running every day and it just feels good to be active again. I feel like I went through like kind of a workout rut for a while. So it feels good to be back. Hopefully this week I do want to incorporate some more workouts into my daily routine. So I've been running every day, but I haven't been working out or like doing a yoga video or doing Pilates or like lifting. There's actually a really, really nice gym near my house. So once I reach day 30, I think my like kind of gift to myself or like reward is going to be to get a gym membership there. So we'll see. It would be a cool reward to gift myself something like that because it's something that's going to keep me healthy, keep me feeling good, and just be something different other than like gifting myself like clothes or like usually I would gift myself like a new sports bra or something like that. So I want to gift myself something that's going to help me continue this kind of like health journey that I'm on. So hopefully not hopefully, I know I'm going to get there. So I did write a few little notes for today because we have a lot to talk about. I figured in this week's live, we could kind of go over a weekly recap, some of my Sunday reset rituals that I do. I'm pretty consistent with my Sunday resets of kind of like what I do. So I have a list of everything I do on a weekly basis just to kind of set me up for success for the following week coming ahead. And then I also want to talk about some new habits that I've been incorporating since we've moved. I've really been trying to stick with some habits and nothing crazy. I'm a big believer in if you add something slowly in and then you add more once you're consistent, you'll be more consistent that way. I don't want to overwhelm myself with all these different things that I need to do. And then that's how I fail is I just like overwhelm myself. So I've only added 3 new habits into my life and I've been consistent with all of them. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And then I also want to talk about last weekend because my in-laws were in town. So we did some really fun stuff with them. We also have done some house updates, just like house projects. And one of our projects was painting. And let me just say, I have a newfound respect for anyone in that business of painting. It was so hard. And I didn't even help paint the full thing. I only painted like the roof of the garage with my husband, but my arms are so sore. It was like I've been running every day and I haven't even felt that sore compared to like painting. So it was a workout. I also want to go over some goals I have, some meal preps, and just kind of go in more in depth of like things I'm trying to accomplish. So these are like in a way like a little FaceTime video diary to reflect back on. So it's really cool to be able to rewatch these and kind of see how far I've come or like what's something that I'm still working on. So I do want to dive in a bit about the run challenge. It's something that my husband and I talked about doing, and it's just something whenever we moved to South Carolina, we both made a goal to just be more consistent and like what's one thing that we want to both do that's going to be kind of different and set us up for success here. And for me, a big thing was like habits. I feel like in Denver towards the end, you're moving. It's of course hard to be consistent with habits. So whenever we moved, I was like, I don't want to have any more excuses. I want to jump right in. I want to be consistent. And it's kind of funny because my dad has a little saying that he says about, excuses, which I can't really say it on YouTube because it's not very YouTube friendly, but it's basically like everyone has excuses and they all stink. So whenever I'm feeling down or like I want to give up, I kind of just like think about that little saying that he says and it kind of pushes me through because it is true. It's like we can come up with all these excuses and then it's like that's why we give up or we don't follow through with something. So whenever I'm feeling like giving myself an excuse of why I can't, I give myself a reason why I can. So, and like I said, my daily run, it's 10 minutes out of my day. I probably would have been scrolling on my phone for 10 minutes. So like what's a 10-minute run, which it's been helping me. I actually have been taking Rex on my runs with me and he has been doing so good. Rex is an Australian cattle dog. He's also mixed with a few other breeds. We rescued him from Austin Pets Alive in Austin. So he just has a bunch of energy. He's a very rambunctious boy. He's a great dog, but he's obviously a cattle dog, so he needs that energy to kind of run and be outside and play. So I've been taking him every day on a run with me. We only go for anywhere from like a mile to either a little below a mile or a little over a mile. I don't do anything crazy. Like I said before, I'm not a runner. It's just something I'm trying to do to challenge myself and kind of expand my horizons. Because even though I say I'm not a runner, I have been doing this for 15 days. So maybe I should switch that to I am a runner. And I've really enjoyed running. Like it's really something I look forward to in the morning. I will say we've had a few rough days along the way. It is day 15 and today didn't feel rough for me. I actually took Rex. We went on the normal run. I think we got to 0.98. So it was like almost a mile, but he ended up having to use the restroom. So that was a little bit difficult, having the pup. So I had to make it home for him. But yeah, it was good. Like we showed up, we did it, and it's been cool because like I wake up and as soon as I like put on my running outfit, he runs downstairs and sits by his little by the door for his like chain to go on. And then, oh, Corinne, she said, speak with positive affirmation. You are a runner. That is so true. I truly like, that's something I'm trying to get better at, is just like being more positive when I speak about myself, because I feel like there's a lot of times where I give a lot of like self-doubt. So that's something I'm working on with my goals. I am a runner. I'm literally like on day 15. I don't think it's like hit me, because I'm like, I feel like I was just saying I was on day 5 and now it's day 15, which is so cool. This is honestly the longest I've like done a challenge. I've done so many, well, I've attempted so many challenges in the past. Actually, my second YouTube video was me attempting to do the 75-day hard challenge. Let me just say that challenge is extremely hard. But the thing about that challenge is, just because you fail one time, you can with anything, you can retry it again. So I've actually followed a few people who have done the 75-day hard or the 75-day soft challenge. And a lot of them have said like, they may have failed the first time, but then they just retried it and they kept retrying it until they got it. And then once you push yourself and you make it, that's just like, that feeling of like accomplishment is like no other. So that's what I'm doing with this run challenge. I'm really excited. Like I said, day 15 is just like, we're halfway there. Like I'm so excited to be able to do another live and be like, it's day 30, we did it. Like, I don't know, it's just gonna feel so great to reach my goal and stuff. So I actually wouldn't mind attempting the 75-day soft version of the 75-day hard challenge. I actually love that challenge a lot. It's basically, you follow for 75 days, you read 10 pages of a book, you drink 1 gallon of water a day, you do one 45-minute workout in the morning, and then I think one 45-minute workout outside. And then what else do you do? No alcohol. There's a bunch of different like stipulations to it, but it's honestly just, it seems like such a rewarding challenge to do. And 75 days is obviously quite a bit of time. So I can only imagine like the results you see after being consistent for that long are probably insane. I definitely, just from doing the runs, I'm feeling way better. I say I'm seeing more of like a mental clarity than anything. It's just like I feel so much better. And just after my runs, I feel 1,000 times lighter. It's like whatever stress or whatever problems I may be feeling after my run, it's like they're gone. So I'm serious when I say, like, if you're not feeling good or you're not having a good day, just get outside and like go for a walk or do an exercise. And I bet you're going to feel 1,000 times better, because I've never regretted a workout, but I've always regretted not working out. And I'm telling you, every time I work out, I just feel so much lighter. So that's my little rant on working out. It's been so good for me. So I'm happy I've been doing it. Another thing about this run challenge is kind of just like shifting my mindset to I can't to I can. That's been my biggest thing. And I think something that's been helping me stay consistent is holding myself accountable. So every single day on Instagram, I actually take a picture of my watch. I have an Apple Watch. And after my run, I take the picture and I upload it. And it's just like the satisfaction of like, okay, I did it. I posted it. I feel good. Like, I just feel like I'm showing up for myself, and it feels really good to do that. On day 12, that was probably one of my hardest runs. I don't know why day 12 was so hard for me, because I feel like on day 2, I was like feeling great. I was like, I love this. And then day 12, like it sticks out to me significantly. That day, it was just like, I didn't feel like going. I didn't feel good. But then instead of working out, I like to work out in the mornings. So I was working out. Usually I go for my run around like 7 a.m. Or like 6:30, just before it's too hot outside. And I pushed it until like 7 p.m. at night. And one, it was 90 degrees outside, so not the best move because I was dying of sweat. But I did it anyway, and it was just like I had to push myself to do it, and I felt so good by doing that. But it also was just, it was one of my hardest runs. I don't know. Day 12 was tough. So I'm sure there's going to be some more tough days, but that's the beauty of it. It's just like growing through those tough times. Also, like having family visit, that makes it pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. Like I have pretty bad FOMO, which is like the fear of missing out. which is like, it's a 10-minute run. But for me, I'm like, there's 10 minutes of like, I'm missing out, or like they're all hanging out without me. So like when family visits, I do find it hard to stay consistent. My little sister, actually, Corinne, she came to visit me in Austin, and it was so funny because we like went to the gym and we were just working out, and she's probably like the one person who like pushes me so much to just work out and feel good and healthy. So shout out SKW Lifts. I love her fitness content. Also, a little update on her computer is she did get it back, so definitely stay tuned for her new video. But yeah, let's go on and move on to the weekly recap. So this past week, we just try to, good morning, Betty Harper, how are you? This week, we have been trying to get some little projects done. So one like huge project that was like top of our list was painting the garage. They didn't have it finished. It just had, I honestly don't know what it's called, but it wasn't painted. It was just like, there was like spots on it. And we just wanted to make it look nice, finished. So we went and got the paint. Sherwin-Williams, they probably know my name because I've made like 5 trips to that store. They're the best. They're so sweet there. But I've definitely spent a lot of time visiting back and forth because you don't realize how much paint you need, but it was like, it's never been painted, so the paint just like sucks up really fast. So we went through quite a few cans of paint. But actually my father-in-law and Josh, they painted like majority of the garage, but then they ran out of paint and primer. So Josh and I, we just decided to hold off and like wait because they had already been painting for 6 hours straight. And honestly, smelling all those fumes in, it's not good for you. And they had to have the garage door shut because they were painting the roof of the garage, which is what Josh and I finished. So it was like half the garage was painted and half of it wasn't. So I was like, I want to help you do this. I don't want you to have to do this alone. So Josh and I, we put some paint clothes on and we got to painting, and I was humbled. Like, painting is hard. I don't think I've ever really painted before. Like, I've painted like my bedroom, but painting the roof of a garage, that was like a whole other battle. I had to like take breaks in between. I was getting dizzy from like looking up. It was so funny. It was definitely a sight to see. Good morning, David Taylor. How are you? I see we got 8 people in the live this morning. I hope everyone's having a fabulous Sunday. I feel like the weeks are going so fast. Like, it's just been like July has flew by. It's already the 23rd, which is kind of wild to me. Another like project we've been working on is just kind of getting the guest bedrooms up and running, because we actually are hosting Thanksgiving and Christmas at our house this year, which I'm so excited to do. I feel like we had a few holidays at our apartment, but like having a house, obviously, like there's more rooms to get set up and there's more room for people to come visit. So we're going to have quite a bit of people visit, which I'm super pumped for. We're having Josh's family come, and then of course my family come. So we're going to do some intertwining of the families, which is so fun. We actually did a Thanksgiving a few years back with our families, and it was so awesome. My mom and I have already been talking about the Thanksgiving menu. I keep going back and forth whether I want like to do a traditional Thanksgiving or if I want to do like Mexican food for Thanksgiving. I love Mexican food so much. So we'll see. I think it's going to have to be a vote of like what everyone wants, and then we'll go from there. I personally am not a huge fan of like ham or turkey. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I do like ham, but I don't know, turkey for me, I just if I didn't eat turkey, I would be fine. But I definitely like mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. Like, I like all the sides. I'm not a huge, like, the meat is like, But yeah, I also made some mac and cheese last weekend, and it was so good. I have to do a video on it because it's not that hard to make, and it turns out really good. It's like a homemade mac and cheese. So for the holidays, I'll have to get that video out so you guys can try it. Some stuff that we've been working on though for the bedrooms is just like getting the bed set up, getting like sheets. It's crazy how like we're like getting all these rooms set up, and then I'm like, oh wait, we don't have sheets or we don't have pillows. So I think today we're gonna go to Marshall's and Target and just try to get all of that those type of things. I also want to go to Costco today because Costco's been having some really good finds. We actually got our beach chairs there actually last weekend. So I think we might get some more beach chairs, and it would be awesome if they had sheets there. I feel like sheets, I didn't realize how hard buying sheets actually is. I bought some sheets for our bed last year and they just did not hold up very well. So if you guys have any sheets recommendations or like types of fabric for sheets you should buy, definitely leave it in the chat because I guess I just don't know what kind of sheets to buy. And I want them to last. I don't want to have to buy a new pair next year again. So definitely looking for some sheets recommendations. We've also just been finishing up getting all the decor hung up. It's looking so good in here. I really can't wait to just like show you guys what we're working on. The guest bedroom, we do have to get another bed, and then one of the rooms is basically done. We just need like some side tables, and then the other room needs like full bedding, and of course like side tables can come whenever they come. That's not like a need right now. But I just like love decorating and doing that type of thing. So I think I might go to like Goodwill and try to get some more decor for the walls. I know with like side tables and stuff, you do have to be careful, just kind of like with bed bugs. So I'm going to have to do some research on how to prevent that type of thing. Good morning, Thea Jovita. How are you? What are you and the kiddos up to today? My aunt is actually visiting us in September, which I'm so excited for. It's so cool to like have everyone visiting. We've definitely been trying to just like come up with fun ideas of what to do when people visit. And our number one thing has been the beach. We've been to the beach every single weekend since moving here, which is just so fun. That's like when I thought of like moving back to the East Coast, that's exactly how I want to spend my weekends is at the beach. So it's kind of been a dream come true. My aunt said, we will be cleaning. So will I, Thea. I actually am doing my Sunday reset today. So doing a full reset of the house and cleaning up. It's kind of crazy how only having 2 people live here, it still gets so messy. So my aunt said, we can't wait to visit you guys. We can't wait either. Seriously, I'm so excited. We got a few games. So we actually got cornhole. I think it's called racquetball, and there's one other game Josh got. I can't think of the name of it right now, but we got some like outdoorsy games to play. My aunt and my cousins are visiting, and I'm so excited. They're younger, so we were thinking like, what can we do outside to play with them? And then of course we have like the card games, the Unos, that type of thing. Has anyone ever played Phase 10? That is my new obsession right now, but it's kind of hard to play with just 2 people. So I've been like, every time people visit, I'm like, do you want to play Phase 10? Because it's best with like 4 people, I'd say. But yeah, that's like kind of what we've been working on with the house. Nothing like super new, just like the garage and bedrooms. So kind of trying to get it all set up for when people visit. For the weekly recap, we painted. We also checked out a new beach. So we went to Kiowa Island yesterday, and it was so pretty. So Kiowa Island, it's a private beach, so they only sell a specific number of parking spaces. So it's a little less crowded. It was absolutely beautiful. I think it's like interesting here is like it's like the ocean is so spread out, so you can just like keep walking and walking, and it's like to your ankles for such a long time. I don't know if it's just like, I don't know. I guess I have just never notice that whenever I went to the beach in Florida. I feel like in Florida, you like go out there and then it's like super deep. But here it's like you have to keep walking for a while. So it's just like the tide is low, I guess. I don't know. That's something I've been noticing. I wonder if you go at different times, I'm sure like the water is higher up. But we also got like attacked by bugs yesterday. I was like, it was like not mosquitoes. They was like stinging you. Like they were like, it weren't bees, but we were just like getting attacked on our legs. Like we went home and I had like red dots everywhere from just being attacked by these little bugs. So Kiowa Island was absolutely beautiful, but whatever those little bugs were, those were really painful. Mike Birch said, Mars, good morning. Good morning, Mike. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, what is everyone doing today? I feel like Sundays are usually like my reset days. My Thea said Shark Week starts today. Ooh, I have been on a shark kick. Josh has been like, you need to stop watching shark videos because then you're going to be scared to go in the water, which I do get a little scared like going too deep out into the ocean because, I mean, you never know. It's their home. So I want to tread lightly in the water and be respectful to their home. But at the same time, of course, it's like, I love the ocean. But yeah, whenever I watch like shark videos, I like go down a rabbit hole. Like I'll start with one and then like I'm like an hour deep into watching videos. My dad sent me something from Disney Plus. There's like this like a different series of like sharks, which I want to say it's probably part of Shark Week. So I'll definitely be watching some shark videos today. I always like to put on like either a YouTube video or like a show while I clean on Sundays. So maybe I'll put some Shark Week on. I usually catch up like with my uncle's videos so that I can see what's going on in his world. But yeah, I'm just excited for all the projects to come and for all our families to visit. I do want to switch gears and go over some habits that I've been working on just like since we've moved. Like I said, I've only incorporated 3 new habits into my daily routine just because I don't want to do too many different, like, I don't want to overwhelm myself with new habits and then fail at them. So what I've been doing is I've been going for my daily run. I've been drinking tea at night before bed. I just feel like it kind of like calms me and just like it makes me sleepy whenever I drink my tea. I don't know. It's like a cozy vibe. And then I've been doing my 5-minute tidy. So basically I set my timer for 5 minutes and I go around the house before we go upstairs for bed. And I just clean. So last night I actually did our bedroom, and then the night before I did the kitchen. But I set my timer and I just clean. And it's like kind of crazy how much you can clean in 5 minutes. Because sometimes when I'm cleaning, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take like half the day to do this. But honestly, if you set a timer, you'd be like shocked at how much you can get done in 5 minutes. I got our bedroom pretty much in a good direction, like all the shoes put away. Laundry, oh my gosh, laundry. I have so much laundry to do today. But that's part of the Sunday reset. So it'll be fine. But I've been doing those 3 habits and I've definitely seen a difference in just like how I'm feeling. So when I do my 5-minute tidy at night, I feel like I wake up and I'm not so stressed that there's like a mess to clean. I feel more calm in the mornings. And then also like drinking my tea at night. I don't know. I just feel like it's a cozy vibe, like drinking a warm drink before bed. It just makes me feel good. And then of course my runs they've made a world of difference in my day. Mike said, good morning, SKW Lifts. And then good morning. Hope your back is doing well at Learn with Nana. I know my poor Nana had a back surgery and it's just like the recovery for that. It's just is no joke. I know she was doing better and like she was going in for a checkup. So hopefully all is well and definitely sending you prayers and a hug, Nana, because I can't even imagine. I feel like the back is it's so important. So I'm sure that was a painful surgery. No surgery is fun, but back surgery, that gets you out of commission for some time. I was thinking for Christmas, my Nana's actually going to be visiting for Christmas. And we always would do like cookies for Christmas. So I was hoping this year, like we could pre-make the cookies so that we can just like all decorate them. So she doesn't have to worry about standing and making the dough and all that, because that's a long process. My Tia Jovita said prayers for Nana. Yes, prayers for Nana, because I know the back's no joke. I feel like Josh's mom actually had back surgery, and then now my Nana had back surgery, and I know my grandma was having some back issues. So all the back issues, I don't wish that on anyone. I also wanted to go over what I do for my Sunday resets because it's kind of a long list, but it's something that I've been doing for it's been like over 3 years now where I do my Sunday resets. I got it down pat at this point. And of course, every Sunday I don't get everything done, but for majority, I do get a lot of it done. So I actually went ahead and started my sheets this morning because I feel like washing my sheets takes the longest. And now having like guest bedrooms and stuff, like that's going to take longer to wash all those sheets. Of course, I don't have to wash those all the time, but we did just have guests, so I want to wash those so they're nice and fresh for whenever our other family comes to visit. So I need to do some laundry. I'm also going to do a little self-care night tonight. I kind of like doing a self-care on a Sunday. So I'm going to do a face mask and then do my nails because it's been a hot minute. Usually my nails I do every 2 weeks because I actually have a gel kit where I do gel at home. It saves me a lot of money doing it that way. My Nana said, "Hi, Mike, I am doing better. It is taking time to get well." Yeah, I'm glad, Nana, you're doing better. And honestly, take it day by day and don't rush it. I know my Nana, whenever I was talking to her, she was telling me like what she's been up to. And I was like, Nana, you cannot do those things. You need to slow it down and just take a chill and just take the time to heal because it's a very serious surgery. So we want you to heal, of course, as fast as possible, but also like heal properly. But yeah, so on Sundays, it's basically my day to prep for the week, get ready for the week. The weeks have been obviously super busy since moving. We had a lot of stuff to unpack. I can officially say we're pretty much 100% unpacked, which feels so good. So there's really no more like unpacking to do, but of course, like we've been getting more and more stuff delivered for like the bedrooms or like the kitchen. It's like in Denver, I didn't really have a pantry. I had like just like shelving in there, and now I have like a pantry and more cabinets. So kind of just organizing all of that has been a time, like very time consuming. So, and then I also feel like you organize your cabinets how you want, but then over time you're like, that might not be as functional, so then you reorganize them. And I'm definitely like, I reorganize everything like 5 times before I actually like love it. So we're on like try number 2 right now. I'm sure I'll reorganize some more today. And then I love to organize all of my workout outfits for the week. I just feel like it's one less thing I have to stress about in the mornings. So yeah, I just, after laundry, all of my workout outfits that I know I want to wear this specific week, I'll lay out. And then I always give myself like 1 or 2 buffer outfits because there's always that one day where you're like, I don't really want to wear that. So it's just kind of like one less thing for me to worry about. I put it next to my bed. I grab it in the morning, change, and then go for my run. So it's kind of been a game changer to not have to worry about that outfit for the day. And it kind of keeps you accountable because you see your outfit and you're like, I got to do it. I got to do it. So it's kind of trick my mind into it. Another thing is I like to clean out my fridge every Sunday. We actually went grocery shopping. When was it? It was on Thursday I went grocery shopping. So that's another thing I usually will do on, I usually do like grocery shopping on like a Friday or Saturday just to not have to worry about it on Sundays. And then on Sundays, I like to organize the fridge and get everything like prepped, cooked, and just like washed. I like to wash all my fruit and just have it pre-prepped so that I don't have to worry about it. I just grab and go. So like this week I bought carrots and celery and I went ahead and like washed those, peeled those and cut them. And then I made some soup. So we didn't actually eat all the soup. So this week's meal prep is going to be a little bit of a lighter load. I'm only going to need to cook for lunches, and then we'll eat the soup for like dinners until we run out. So if you're meal prep this week, I'm going to be doing pork chops, green beans, and rice, keeping it simple, keeping it delicious. I've been on like a pork chop kick lately. So yeah, we're just going to make some pork chops. I also laid out some chicken to add some extra chicken because I made a creamy like soup, but it definitely needs some protein in there. And then for a little bit of a sweeter treat or like a breakfast, I'm going to do some blueberry protein muffins. I actually got the code, I think it's called Kodiak brand. And then I'm going to substitute, instead of oil, do applesauce. That's something I've never tried before. I've never tried the blueberry muffins from that brand, and I've never tried like applesauce in it before. It's actually something I saw on TikTok, so I was like, might as well try it. And I will, I'll make a video on that, and then I'll link the TikTok of the girl who I saw do it because she has some really good meal preps. I've actually been getting a lot of inspiration from her. That's one thing I like to do too, is usually on like a Saturday or like Sunday mornings, I like to go through TikTok and kind of see different meals for the week. I like to get some inspo and switch it up. I usually try to do one new meal a week. So I'll try like something different and then stay consistent with like my other meals. But I always think it's fun to throw in one new recipe to try. I also have a ton of cookbooks. So I think what I want to start doing is just like opening up the cookbook and just like flipping to a random page, and that's what I'm going to cook as my like weekly new meal. My cousin Adri, she got us like a newlywed cookbook, which is so sweet, for our wedding present. And it has some really good recipes. So I think it'd be fun to do a little like cooking date night with Josh. We have recently brought back our date nights. We always would go on like a weekly date night every Friday, but since moving, of course, it's been a little just chaotic with unpacking. But yesterday we did a Saturday date night, and we went to this place called Blue Oyster, and it was so good. It's on Johns Island in South Carolina, and it's basically like it's a seafood sushi restaurant. Actually, my sister Corinne, you would love this place. They have oysters, they have sushi, they have like, you think of it seafood wise, they have it. Our waiter was so sweet. He really went through like the entire menu with us and was just like, what do you guys like? Like, this is our specialty. This is what we serve. This drink would go well with this. Like, it was a really cool experience. And they definitely like take their time with their menu. So we got some mussels, and they were the best mussels I've ever had in my entire life. It had short rib in it and blue cheese, which is kind of like a random like combo, but honestly, the blue cheese wasn't very like, I feel like the blue cheese I didn't taste as much, but like the short rib was so good. They have 3 different bone broths that they use for their mussels, and that was the one that we chose to try. And I want to go back just to try the other 2 so bad. I already told our waiter, I was like, you're going to see us here quite a bit, because this was probably some of the best food I've ever had. They also had a lobster mac and cheese, and it was so good. And then we also got calamari. And then Josh ordered a like risotto, a risotto in, oh my gosh, what's the fish called? Risotto grouper with lobster on top. And that was amazing too. It did have peas in it. I'm not a huge pea fan. But you couldn't really taste it. It had like a very lemony taste. It was bomb. But yeah, if you are in Charleston or like South Carolina and want a good date night spot, Blue Oyster is a 10 out of 10. They also had like some yummy cocktails. It was like a spicy margarita type of thing. And it had like a jalapeno in it. It was really good. I think it also had like cucumber. And then Josh just got a glass of wine. So it was definitely tasty. And it was just cool to like bring back our date nights. I think we're definitely going to try to do like a weekly restaurant since we're new to the area, and kind of try to hop around and see what we can try. Every single place I've tried here has been like a 10 out of 10. We went to, it's called Southern Roots Barbecue. That place was so good. They had, I got brisket and then Josh got pork belly, but the macaroni and cheese, I want to recreate that macaroni and cheese. Like, I would go back today just for the macaroni and cheese. It was so good. The only thing I've been craving, which I might have to make this myself, I've been craving some like apple pie or like peach cobbler. I've been having such a sweet tooth, which I always have a sweet tooth, but I feel like some peach cobbler would have been amazing. I was so full by the end of our meal. I didn't even look at the desserts. Actually, at Blue Oyster, they did have apple pie with like a giant scoop of ice cream, but it wasn't going to be ready until like, I think 6:30. I did ask one more time before we left, and they were still in the oven. So next time, I'm like, that just means I'm going to be coming back. So, yeah, we did our little weekly date nights, and I always share like our date nights on Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. It's Life with Mars with a 3. I did post like all of our meals that we've tried, and I've also made a little highlight reel for just like all of the different places that we've eaten so far or like tried cocktails at. I put like a link to where it is so that if anyone wants to try it, and also it's just like good for me to be able to like reflect back on whenever we have people visit. I'm like, what kind of food do you want? And I just like click through it and see. So I know when my mom is here, she definitely wants to get some seafood. So I'm like, maybe blue oyster. My Nana said, need Nana apple pie. Oh my gosh, my Nana's apple pie is so good. Yes, I need your apple pie. Honestly, I need you to send me that recipe, Nana, because I am craving apple pie. I just like something about like a slice of apple pie with like ice cream on it. It's just like it's so good. I don't know. I need some sweets in my life. We I've actually been trying to be good and not do sweets since I've been doing my run challenge. So I'm proud of myself, you know. I haven't been baking as much. I am a big baker. Whenever we first moved in, I made some chocolate chip cookies for our neighbors, and they were so good. Josh and I definitely ate more than we should have. We were like, I remember like I bagged them all up for our neighbors, and then Josh was like, how many are for us? And I was like, of course, there's some for us too. Oh, my Thea Martha is in here. She says, hi, beautiful from New Jersey. I just do YouTube these days. No more social media for me. Love you. Aw, no, I just do social media for me. Love you. Aw. Yeah, I feel like YouTube, or she said, no more social media. I just do YouTube these days. Yeah, I feel like social media, it's good to take some breaks from it. I definitely like to turn my phone off and just do like a day without social media once in a while because I feel like I'm definitely with doing social media. I like to post everything, and sometimes it's nice to be more present and turn the phone off. So I do find whenever my family's visiting, I don't pick up my camera as much or I don't post as much because I'm so in the moment. It's just like I don't even want to look at my social media. I just want to be with my family. So I'm excited to see my family so soon. And it was awesome to see our family from Ohio. It was so cool to have my in-laws in town. They were able to see the house, and my father-in-law, Mike, he helped with so many different projects, like the garage. We had like a piece of a gate that had to be fixed. And then honestly, they did so much behind the scenes. I don't even know everything they fixed, but they were both like fixing stuff nonstop the whole weekend, which was so awesome to have the help and just like quality time. Like, honestly, being back on the East Coast, it just makes me so happy because I'm able to be close to family again. Whenever we lived in Austin, it was only an hour difference, but Denver was 2 hour difference. It's obviously like literally so far away. But it just like it's so nice. I like call my family and they're just like on the same time zone as me, or I'm just like, what are you doing this weekend? Like if I wanted to, I could do like a quick trip to go see anyone. So it just feels good to be back on the East Coast. I'm definitely excited to have everyone visit the house. I want to make a trip to Florida one of these months. I feel like this year is going by so fast and it's just like time is flying by, but I would love to make it back to Florida to see the family. I think the last time I was in Florida was for our reception, which when was that? That was November. Josh and I will actually be married for 2 years this year, which I'm telling you, time just flies. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, I'm definitely a Florida trip is in the works because I miss everyone and I want to see everyone. And of course, everyone's coming here to visit, but I think there's something about like going home and like just seeing. I have family that obviously won't be able to come visit this year, so I'd love to get back there and see them. But yeah, I'm excited for this Sunday. I'm excited to do my Sunday reset. I feel like I'm gonna be able to do like a full-on Sunday reset this weekend, which I haven't really done like a full-on Sunday reset since moving. So it'll be nice to meal prep, get everything done, clean the house. I always like to do like a checklist for my Sunday resets, and then I always do like one thing that I want to like deep clean. So today I think it's gonna be the bathrooms. I always like to do it that way because if I pile everything on for one day, it's just like not realistic to get it all done. So today we got laundry. I got to wash the sheets, organize my work outfits, clean the fridge, tidy the bathrooms. I also want to make my ginger shots. I love my ginger shots. And if you need a good ginger shot recipe, you definitely should check mine out. It's very simple and it's easy. You literally need 4 ingredients. So definitely recommend it. It helps, especially like with your like being sick. I'm almost never sick, knock on wood, and I honestly say it's because of my ginger shots. My aunt said, "Yes, come stay with us. I know some nice spots in Tampa." I would love to, Thea. I love Tampa so much. I I mean I love Florida. That's where I'm from, so I definitely miss it sometimes, and I definitely miss the fam. So I can't wait to see everyone. I want to see my grandma so bad. She'll hopefully be visiting soon, so it'll be good. But yeah, it's been nice to have a little coffee chat with you guys. I feel like I start talking and I forget to drink all my beverages, but I have my water to finish and then my coffee today. And usually by time it's around this time, what is it? It's like 9:45. My coffee is usually cold. So what I've been doing is I just pour it over ice and then add a little bit extra milk in there, and it's so good. I'm definitely more of a iced coffee kind of gal, but I do like to start my coffee warm at home, just so that it cools down, and then I always top it over some ice and it's bomb. So yeah, that is what my Sunday entails today. It's been awesome chatting with you guys. I need to go finish up laundry because, man, oh man, is there a lot to do. And then I need to start meal prepping. I usually like to get my hardest task out of the way first, which for me, laundry is always my hardest task and it takes me the longest. I definitely recommend if you are doing something and it's like, you have a lot of things to get done, start with your hardest task, and then the rest of it will seem so easy and fast. But yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday, and I will see you next week for another Sunday coffee chat. Bye, guys.